So continuing on with our type lecture, I wanted to just do a quick review, and then I will show you how to use our direct selection tool, which is our white arrow with the text. So we know how to select things. This is our selection tool, our black arrow. If we click on it, we can move things around. We now know how to create type, which is the text tool right here, and we just kind of go inside, type out text, and then if we want to edit it, we're going to go with our mouse, select it. You kind of have to scroll over, and then you can change the font point size, the character. You can choose different characters. You can choose a different color for your type right here. So I can choose any color actually. I can choose red, green, blue. For the project we're working on now, I'd like you to stay with black and white text. You can use gray as well if you want. And then you can also use your selection tool, the black arrow, to scale type and then move it around. Okay, so how do you edit points on the text? You first have to convert text to what's called type outlines. Type is kind of a special path in Illustrator. It's grouped and it stays in the letter shape unless you choose to kind of ungroup it, and then you're able to go in and select certain points on the shape and modify those points. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and delete some of this text. To delete things in Illustrator, you just select and then hit delete on your keyboard. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and delete what we've done. And then I'm going to grab my type tool again, and I'm going to create some text. And I'll scale it with my selection tool. Okay, once I have it the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and revise it. I'm not sure about this font, so I'm going to select it, and I'm going to sometimes you have to kind of select it and pull onto it. So I'm going to select it with my type tool and then just highlight it here. And I'm going to change the font again, find a font that I want. What's really useful in Illustrator is you can kind of click inside the character palette. So I just took my mouse and clicked, and then I can just kind of scroll through here and grab the font I want. In the new version, it does it even better in Illustrator 6. Okay, I'll go for Verdana since it's a nice sans serif font here. Okay, so once I've done that, I can then go up to my type menu here and go create outlines. And this will allow me now to select any of these individual points. So to do this, I'm first going to deselect it, because if all the points are selected, then you won't be able to modify one of them individually. So I'm going to deselect by clicking off the text with my selection tool, my black arrow. Then I'm going to grab my white arrow, and I'm just going to go find a point to click on. Once you click on that point, you can kind of pull it out, and you can start to modify the text just individual points. You can also move it around. So if you want to move individual letters at this point, you can just kind of select them and move them. If you want to do individual points, go click on that specific point. So you can kind of play with this function. And this will be great when you're doing the Design a Word project, because you can do these kind of individual modifications. If you want to change the point so that it connects two curved lines instead of two straight lines, there's a tool you can use to do that. So there's a tool in your pen tool function called the Convert Anchor Point tool. If you grab that tool and click on any individual point, it takes the point and converts it to a curved line instead of a corner line. And that way you can kind of soften these lines and drag them out. If you want to convert it back, just quickly click on the point again, and it'll take it to just the original point. And if you have that error message, just find your point with your selection tool. So go grab either your direct selection tool or your selection tool, find the point you want to work with. I want to convert it back to two corner points. Grab my Convert Anchor Point tool, which is underneath your pen tool here. Notice how I'm scrolling down, and then I can click it and it becomes a point again. Okay, so hopefully this gets you started with the text tool. I did show you a couple of other functions on Tuesday night. I showed you how to create type on a path. so you can kind of have fun with that if you understand the pen tool. So quickly I'll just show you how that function works. If you draw a line in Illustrator and then you grab your Type on a Path tool, which is in this kind of scrollable menu underneath the Type tool, and you click on a path, you can then type onto that path. This might be complicated if you've never worked with a pen tool before. So hopefully this gets you started with the text tool in Illustrator. I'm also going to include a few other videos for you to look at. And if you have any questions, you can go to the lab and ask Jason or Dawn. They're there to help you. Or you can email me and I can meet with you in person.